Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we got a weapon mod, not the one in my character's hands. We have to actually go get this one, because it actually only exists out in the world. You can't craft it for yourself, you can't buy it at vendors. This is the Brel Submachine gun. This is going to be at the Boston Mayoral Shelter. This is based off the Sten SMG, which is kind of an iconic World War II British submachine gun. This weapon apparently has like all different kinds of grip styles and all kinds of customization to it. First and third person animations as well as power armor animations and cosmetic customizations. We'll see what we got when we find the weapon. So, we're going to head to the Boston Mayoral Shelter. Now, to show that off on the map real quick before we head there. That's over here, if I remember correctly. More over here. Something like that. There's the Boston Mayoral Shelter. We're going to head there. It's supposed to be deep in there. We'll see you guys when I find the weapon, which might take a while for me. Alright everybody, we're pulling up in the Boston Mayoral Shelter. If you guys have trouble finding it, obviously there's like a... I showed you where it's at on the map there, right? Right here. By Fort Hagen. All that stuff. Obviously there's a little cubby outside where you need to use a terminal to unlock it. We're going to kind of go in this together. Because I know some of you, probably like me, are not very good at finding things. So, I'm going to try to find it with you together, even though it might take me a little bit of time. I'm looking up here to make sure that I know exactly where it is. So that way, it's somewhere in here. But this is a big, confusing mess of a place. I don't like this place at all. Now, I have my flashlight on. It is quite dark, but I'm probably not going to... I could, like, walk right by it is the thing. I imagine it's in a room, though. Hello, laser turret. Can we not? Okay. Open the security gate. Open sesame. Now, like, I feel like it could be potentially on any table or any kind of anything like that at all. So I'm just real concerned that I'm going to lose it, but I guess we should probably have to go deeper down into it, right? There's no way it's just in the opening area. We'll give myself that assumption here, right? There's actually two of these in rooms, but only one has the weapon. There's a footlocker on the ground you can interact with. So right, like in the rooms, in the shelter. It's a shelter, right? Like this was like the Boston's mayor, like this plot of this being like the Boston mayor was going to live down here in the apocalypse. It didn't go well, if I remember right. Like, well, you know, it's Fallout, so I think you can safely make that assumption about anything, that it didn't go well. Turrets here real quick. Crush that. Let's see if we can get this open. Expert lock, terminal. I hate it. I hate this game. It's not confusing. Is it this one? Is it this one? It was. Haha! Just spam the button. Don't actually think. No brain activity. It probably might not be in this room, but you know. I just check. I mean, obviously then you would have to know ahead of time that supplies, though, are nice. Sure, I'll take them. But, like, you'd have to know that you would need at least, what was it, expert terminals? Whatever it was. Master terminal? Probably expert, I think, if I remember right. Deeper down in here. So, one of the rooms. This implies that it's a room. Looks like rooms to me. See, right? Like a bedroom. But there's a footlocker. It says footlocker. I guess we probably should go deeper down in here. That's a bathroom. You think they left the submachine gun in the bathroom? Could you imagine? They're like, I have a gun. Let's put it in the bathroom. In the footlocker. It said a footlocker, right? This is the main safe area. I have the safe key. Take some of those. Take that too. Some of the things, right? But this is not obviously where it's at. So it's in one of the rooms. In a footlocker. Like, I'm really bad at things. That's a footlocker, though. See, I understand what things are. We'll take the magazine too, because some of y'all judge me if I don't. Okay? I took the magazine. I'm aware that it's there, okay? Now, this is a bathroom. Medical supplies, sure. But, like, that's not what we're looking for. In one of the rooms. It's gotta be one of these other rooms, then, right? There's not even like a footlocker in this room, I feel like. So, but it could be, right? Like, I'm just trying to really walk you step by step with it, because like some people get real lost, like I do, about like which room is it. I don't know, man. Could be in here, you'd think, right? Master terminal lock. Be kind of hard to get. Hey, once again, I just spammed answers until it let me in. Just more supplies, though, right? Not the gun that we are looking for. But, you know, worthwhile supplies while you're coming in here. You might as well get all this shit if you can. Now, I'm going to get lost in here. More rooms? This is another bathroom. I'm assuming it's not in a bathroom, so I guess we got to go deeper down in here. Is this more rooms? Could be. Looks like it. This isn't, like, right, this is the recreation area. This doesn't feel like it's a room to me, right? Like, and this is what is this? Yeah, this is a way out, right? Like, through the tunnels. This is like the back way you can come in here.
You must be terminated.
Sensor here. Stop. But yeah, this is be out, so this is not where the gun's gonna be. I'm gonna look around a little bit more again, because I'm really bad at finding things, but I will let you guys know when I find it. It's gotta be one of the rooms, right? Like, I just am bad at seeing things. And you guys know that already, if you've watched my channel for any amount of time. That's why I cut the thing. Hello, Sten. I didn't realize they spawned back in here. That makes sense. I mean, they could teleport, why not, right? Where is my gun? I'll see you guys in a little bit when I find it. Alright, you guys, I think I found it. I actually went too deep into the thing. So, like, if you go down in here, we were all in these rooms down here. It's actually more up here. It's not in a bedroom. It's in a storage room, which is off to the side. There's this kitchen area here as you're first coming in the shelter after you come down the stairs here from what would be where we started. I'm not seeing the sense here now because we activated the sense by going deep to the tunnel. But you go down in here, there's this kitchen area. And then behind the kitchen area is a storage room. There's a footlocker here you can interact with. And this is where it's supposed to be? Except for it's not letting me, which is not, it's not very groovy.
Please come out.
Is there more in here then? It must be a different one then, right? But they said there's two of them, right? There's two things to search, but only one of them actually has the gun. So it's not that one? Is that what we're implying then? Why is the thing so difficult, right? Like, you know, I know there's a lot of argument to be made because, like, oh, it's very, you know, unimmersive that you could just craft a gun. You could just know how to make this particular submachine gun that no one else has, whatever, right? Like, we got to make it exist in the world. But, like, what happens when your shit bugs out and you don't make it correctly and it doesn't let you interact with it? What happens then, right? Like, what happens? I'm going to kill this synth, though, real quick. I'm going to try to figure it out again, and I'll see you in a second. Apparently, all I had to do was kill the synth. I had to be out of combat. Now it works, but that's still like a weird vibe. I found the gun. There's a cool animation, and that is very cool. I really do appreciate the fact that it has a cool, like, oh, you found this cool thing. And when it works, it works. I just need it to work better. It does look very cool. The texture quality on that's actually fucking crazy. Like, it's a very cool looking gun when it works. It's just everything has to be dead in here. Like, if you're in combat, it won't let you do this animation. I guess because then you would get shot, I suppose, is the argument. So now we can craft it for ourselves once we've found the gun. I guess I suppose that makes sense. But, like, so we have it here, the Brel Submachine gun, like I said, based off the Sten. Not exactly the Sten. This is not what the Sten looked like at all, right? And like back in World War II, obviously it's a little bit more, like, tech futuristic advanced. Like, the fundamentals are the same. The, like, left side handheld magazine out there. Like, the long tubey nature of it. Like, even aiming it on sights here looks very much like this again. That reload animation, actually kind of nice. But right now, I'll just use .45 ammunition. We'll go back to my weapon workbench, take a look at the customization we do to the weapon, look a little bit at it in the daylight, and I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright everybody, we're here at my Red Rocket gas station with the weapon. You can see it a little bit better out in the daylight and stuff. It's got some rusty parts to it, but it is quite shiny, and the reflection quality on that looks really good. It looks like a great, like, you can see up close, the rust texture there maybe isn't particularly great when it's like right up in your face. We'll see what it looks like with sights and stuff like that. And also I've noticed like this reload, it's like, it's just real nice. It's like custom unique. I've never seen a reload that looks exactly like that. It doesn't even, I don't think necessarily even look like the Sten reload. That's why it's called a different gun. It's a Brel Submachine gun. But this is cool. It's a cool gun. You can see that moving pieces there while it's shooting, right? Like the, I don't know what those fucking things would be. Like little pistons, I guess. Little like piston type actions on the side there. Moving as you shoot it. It looks really cool. But obviously we have to look at what customization we do now. Let's see if we can craft it for ourselves with the customization. That's what they said that you could do, right? Like, so it does have its own section, the Brel Submachine gun, just 2 adhesive, 2 rubber, 3 screws, 4 steels, 2 wood. It sucks that you gotta find it first. It's cool that it's got a cool animation to find it. It just wish it would work a little bit better. I do like that pull-out animation too, though. You like twist the gun away, like you twist it out. That's very cool looking. Twist it away. That's kind of cool. I like that action. Let's see what we could do with it. All kinds of different cool stuff, hopefully. They said a lot of customization here, so let's take a look. So we can make a 10mm. That makes it worse, just in every way. There's only 10mm receiver as it is. Calibrated powerful, is that the best? Looks like it's the best, right? It's obviously just going to be the best receiver, right? Better critical shot damage and accuracy, superior damage, take all the good stuff. So we can extend the barrel. That's for better recoil control. It does give you a shit ton of range too, but the long barrel is the same. The long barrel has improved hipfire accuracy as well as the superior recoil. Heavy barrel tip, so that has even more range, but less hipfire accuracy. Extended heavy barrel, so even more range, even less probably hipfire accuracy. Long heavy barrel. Tactical barrel. Tactical barrels. Superior range and sighted accuracy. Better recoil. Poor hipfire. So extended tactical barrel, long tactical barrel. These all have the same range. The same accuracy stat. I guess better, maybe they have better recoil control, but it's hard to tell between the distinction on the stats here of which of those is better or this, right? Like between all these things. This is technically, I mean, these all, even the heavy barrels, the extended heavy barrel, have the same range and the same accuracy stat. The tactical barrels are heavier. You'd imagine they have better recoil control, but it's hard to tell off of the description there. So you have a full stock here. Is that wood? Or is it like, it is wood. I do love a look of a wood stock. A wire stock, a tactical stock is like a tiny wood stock. No, that's a metal stock. It's a wire. I see. It's like an improved wire stock. It's got reinforced wire. Full light stock and the tactical light stock is probably the way to go. It says worse than tactical stock, better and superior. So tactical light stock is a little bit lighter than the tactical stock by a whole pound, which is a difference. But the tactical stock does have what they describe as better recoil control. Well, I mean, I guess we'll see, right? Like, so we got small quick eject magazine, which is what 30 was our quick eject, our small magazine. We got medium, large drum. Let's go large quick eject so we can show off the quick eject reload speed. Iron sights delete, so no sights. I just want to see. Like, just a weird thing I've never seen on a gun really before. Is just delete the iron sights. We have compensators and muzzle brakes for helping control recoil. We also have a suppressor here. Obviously, put that on to see. We have horizontal handling, rotational mag. Well, that's for horizontal grip handling and reloading. Diagonal. Let's see what that looks like. It's just a thing. And then we can have a heat shield on there, which we have on there. But what does that do? Just to say you did, I guess, right? Like, and then you can put logos on here too. Where's the logo go at? I don't even see Nuka-Cola, like on the front there? Or where? I'm like looking at this gun. Where the fuck did they put the logo on there at? Excuse me? I mean, I guess we'll put the Vault Boy logo on there and see if we can see it when we like have the gun out. Because if you can't see when you have the gun out, what's the point anyway? So this is our diagonal holding. Now instead of holding the mag, like they said, horizontally, where you hold it like straight out, you're holding it diagonally here. That's suppressed. Sounds nice. That's our large magazine. What was that, 36? Or was it 20 was the small mag, right? So what would it, like, let's see. Let's just make some comparisons of what the magazines look like. I can't see that Vault Boy logo, but we'll keep it on there in case I see it some other way. So let's go medium quick eject. Obviously, we deleted the iron sights. Let's put some glow sights or something else on there so we can see that too. So we'll take a look at the vertical handling, which is kind of the most lame-ass version of the gun, I think, right? Because, like, you're just kind of holding it straight up and down, right? So you can see the Vault Boy logo, I guess, they're on the very back of the gun. Just a tiny little bit, right? But it's not real. It's a real subtle thing. It's not like a huge deal, but it's cool that the customization exists. Those are our glow sights there, right? That vertical handling is fine. I mean, like, it's cool that there's different reload animations for all of them, right? Like, that is nice, and it does sound good suppressed still too. That recoil is very low, right? So what's our medium here? 28. So it's like 20, 28, 36. So it's 8 per time. Now what's a drum mag like, right? In terms of all of that. Well, let's also take a look at some stuff. So alternate glow sights, sure. I love a glow sight, personally. I don't like big-ass scopes. So tactical stock is supposed to be even better recoil. I didn't really feel like recoil was a problem with the way we had that already set up. I personally like, let's see what the diagonal handling looks like, again, just as a thing. Let's put a different logo on it. The gunner logo is going to be like the skull on the back of the gun. Kind of use that to reload the weapon. That's that. Like, I see, because like if you have vertical, you don't like do this whole clicking, like pull out animation. I just like that. Drum magazine, 60 rounds. Like no recoil. There's like zero, like the gun isn't moving as you shoot it. There's the gunner skull on the back of that gun though. That's improved glow sights. These are really nice. I mean, it's technically going up, but like over 60 rounds, you're not. If I controlled it, that's not controlling it, right? If I controlled it at all, that would work a lot better. Now, I mean, you have a personal preference here. I like the rotating action though. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm trying to think about like the actual practical implications of whether that makes any difference. Because like statistically here too, these long barrels, these heavy barrels instead of the tactical barrels, are the same, right? So let's put a long heavy barrel on it. See if we can feel any difference with that too. Let's put some actual sights in here. Dot sights only. I don't like whatever the regular reflexes. I don't want it. Let's put a muzzle brake on there. It only slightly decreases. It's slightly, yeah. It only slightly decreases range, but it does decrease range because it's just doing the Fallout 4 thing. That's what the Fallout 4 does. So this is our reflex. That's kind of weird. I just don't like the field of view while in your scope here. Like it's very zoomy, right? Like, I mean, I guess it allows you to have better target acquisition. And this is very clear, right? Like it's just a piece of like floating, what is that, glass? It's got to be floating glass, right? But like obviously that would break instantaneously the second you did anything actually with the gun. But like it's just hanging out there, right? And you just have a little dot, which does seem to disappear with movement, as you see there. If I start swinging this side around, it just like absolutely disappears. I do like the loud sound of the gun too, though. But I mean, I don't know if I need a muzzle brake on there at all. Like I don't really feel recoil, right? Like there's nothing really going on with the gun that suggests to me that like need to put anything like that on there, right? Like the tactical stock, where the differences between the stocks, right? Like let's put a wood stock on there just to see. I don't know, like, fuck it, I guess, right? Alternate reflex sight. So that's like an actual one, right? Let's put the suppressor back on there. I would like full horizontal handling though, I think. And then let's put a different logo on there. Say we do Nuka-Cola logo. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple weapon, but it actually feels really nice. Sounds really good for sure. That's a regular reflex sight that actually looks like it could function in real life, but it's like really big and bulky then. There's definitely recoil now. The stock is definitely doing the most work on that, I think. We have the Nuka-Cola logo on there on the back of that gun. That looks nice. I do think I prefer that handling, or like even the diagonal. Like the horizontal has this issue because like your hand's obviously going to be in the way of any target that might be left of what you're aiming at. Let's put a different logo on there just to say we did. Nuka-Cola red logo. Can we actually make it red? Where the fuck did I like hit B without even hitting B? Anyway, the horizontal is going to be kind of maybe the diagonal is kind of the way to go, but like just have some interesting things. What else we got for sights in here? A scope sight. Let's just call it a scope sight. Okay, let's put that tactical light stock back on there, I guess, because we are getting the benefit of that recoil control for sure. I think horizontal, you still get that cool animation where you kind of like, you know, pull it out interestingly. That's not good at all, though. There's no actual reticle there. Like, you just have to know. In between the two things, that's a bad sight. It's just garbage for the sake of being garbage. Like, that's actually my honest opinion. I feel like it's a garbage sight. That's why I fucking hate sights. Give me some just nice, solid glow sights. I don't need this, like, bullshit-ass... Because this is it just needs a better reticle, right? Like, a scope reflex sight, does it have, like, a reticle, then? Is that what we're looking at there? That's the difference? Does it have a reticle? Yeah, it has a dot. It's just too much... Like, if we're really worried about our left hand... out there holding the magazine at horizontal handling, right? We were talking about horizontal handling where your left hand's in the way. These scopes are way more the fuck in the way of you're seeing things. And then the long scope version, like that's kind of that's even like see it's like I think this doesn't actually make a difference to me. This is just a long scope, but it doesn't actually. It just takes up. Look how much fucking of my screen that takes up. We're worried about my left hand kind of being in the way here. Like a little bit, like at the bottom lower left hand of your screen. This is not really getting in the way. Plus you get this cool sick animation, fully cock that thing down and fully pull it out when you. This just feels like you're like about to operate a fucking machine. These scopes suck. These long scopes, I hate them. I hate all of them. Just putting that energy out. I hate all of that. This alternate glow sights, or I guess alternate irons. This alternate glow sights was the way to go. Drum mag, tactical light stock is fine. The heavy barrel and like the tactical barrel being essentially the same but look different is, you know, your personal preference there, I guess. And it says, I mean, it doesn't actually say anything is any different. It just requires more perks, but like it's statistically the same. It feels the same, so I don't know why you would ever do something different than that, right? Like maybe there's some minor differences. I want to do vertical handling. I just wanted to take a look at that animation real quick. Advanced glow sights or alternate glow sights is the way that I would go on this. The scopes are bad. Drum magazine, I think, is still the way to go, though. Just more bullets. It's a submachine gun. You're kind of going to spray a little bit for sure. There'll be definitely something toughy, you know, things that are out there, like death claws or your hard level things. So, like, is this not animate at all? Yeah, it just puts it away. So I guess if you don't like that animation, you don't like the pull out animation, you don't like it taking extra long, you know, like extra long to take you put it away. This is very quick. This is very efficient for in, out, right, you're ready to shoot quicker. So if you're just not a big fan of like having to fuck around with your gun every time you pull it out and put it away, then you can do that animation with the vertical handling. I actually prefer the horizontal handling. I just think it looks more like the Sten, like the gun it's kind of trying to be based off of. Suppressor, obviously the way to go. I just can't think of a situation where like having it off is beneficial. Like it's just not, right? If you can sneak it, we might as well. Calibrated power for receiver is the best. You can make it 10mm if you're really worried about the .45 rounds, but you are sacrificing a lot of damage. Like as you see there, I lose 2/3 of my DPS with that. That's insane. That's insane. You get a little bit of range, but like, oh my god, like. And then the barrel thing is a little bit weird. There's a lot of barrels here, but most of them don't do anything. All the heavy barrel tip, extended heavy barrel, long heavy barrel, tactical barrel, extended tactical barrel, and long tactical barrel all have essentially the same stats and feel very like identical to me, right? So, you know, your personal preference on that, I guess, based off of look then. And then the stocks are slightly different. This tactical stock technically has the best recoil, but even this tactical light stock, a very zero recoil, will shoot fucking forever away. Put no logo on the gun. And we're going to go test it out in some combat, and I will see you guys when I get there. Alright, we're here with some combat. I like that nice pull-out animation, to put away, to pull out. If you, like I said, they do have an option where you don't have to deal with that animation. Now, we should have some ghouls here. Super mutants up there at the construction site as well. There's a suicider here coming. Who decided he wanted to be the first to die? But yeah, absolutely no recoil on that. Feels very nice. A little bit of a long reload here with the drum mag, but it's worth it, I think. It's the trade-off. You literally like double up your rounds, almost double, right? I didn't realize you weren't dead. But yeah, I wanted to take care of the ghouls here first too. We always kind of, I've been recently anyway, not always, but recently coming here to test out my weapons in combat because I just think it gives a different look. Because you get the ghouls here, very soft and squishy. Let me reload. I'm gonna just go hide over here for a second. That reload animation is very good though, high quality. The little pistons moving as you shoot it is really nice too though. I think it's had a lot of good high quality animation. To feel really, they give the weapon a certain feel to it, right? Like it feels like it's operating, right? Like it's like, that's really cool. These glow sights are really good though too. Like as much as I hate the scopes on this gun, and I do hate the scopes. They're bad. Bad scopes, bad. The glow sights are really nice, and the alternate iron sights. The barrel thing a little bit weird because they don't really change that much statistically. The stocks do a lot in terms of the heavy lifting for recoil control. It's got good hip fire accuracy too. I mean, this is obviously a submachine gun. You can spray from the hip. This overload's a little bit tanky for sure, but when you have a board, what were you gonna do with that, bud? Run at me? It's like it's essentially the deal. As much as HP he has, it doesn't really matter. We have some other stuff we'll kill around here. Sometimes there's some bugs. My looks give you a little bit of different combat variety here. The aesthetics of the weapon are really nice though. This animation, even with a shooting animation, is really nice. The pull that animation, if you have it like that, it literally got frozen in it because thanks to the next gen update. The aesthetics are really nice, but the texture quality here is really good. It's quite a large weapon though. It's 150 megabytes here, something like that on console, which is quite big. Bugs. Obviously, we're just melting, frying bugs with like one bullet, but I'm spraying them. Birds. Where do we shoot at over here? Ghouls? More ghouls? That's effectively a ghoul. Goodbye, ghoul. Super mutants too. Just a lot of stuff. Reload this thing. That animation looks really nice on that reload. I really like the piston pumping action though, as you're shooting. It looks really cool. And then have it like kind of like pull in as you like reload it, and then it recocks itself and ready to go. It's a fun little gun. Hard to find. Obviously, the Boston Mayo filter is not necessarily easy, but I've shown it off. If you guys need some more help, leave a comment. I'll try to help you. But this is a fun gun. I highly recommend it. I actually do. Like, if you're looking for this particular style of gun, obviously, no matter what, it's always going to be full auto, right? Blow it up just for the aesthetics of the video. But it's going to be a submachine gun. It's going to be full auto. It's going to spray and pair a lot of bullets, right? So you're going to need a lot of .45 or the 10mm, but the 10mm obviously significantly worse, like a third of the damage we talked about there, third of the DPS at least. But the aesthetics of the gun are really nice. The animation quality really good, texture quality really good, customization is also good. I mean, you can put all those little logos on it. Not that that part matters at all. It doesn't actually functionally change the gun, so it doesn't really matter to me personally. But they are there for those of you that appreciate that kind of thing. You guys let me know down in the comment section down below what you think of the Brel Submachine gun. If you guys want to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda .NET page or the Nexus mod page. You can download this mod for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe that we can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, where it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.